I was stunned when the committee first told me that I was going to receive this honor. It is a tremendous honor, one that I do not deserve, one that Samford deserves richly. Since others at Samford have known of my involvement with March of Dimes, I've cried as I've heard the stories that our own families have told about the significant ways that their lives have been touched because of the dramatic progress possible through work with March of Dimes.
My son Cole was born was 3 months early, 27 weeks, and he spent the first 4 months of his life in the hospital. His mom had a perfectly healthy pregnancy. Everything was going fine until she went into labor.
I mean, obviously that can't be fun. No parent wants to see that happen. So I'm really grateful for how they handle the entire situation. I think it speaks a lot, about them.
When babies are born that young, one of the things they struggle with is their lungs aren't ready to breathe. And one of the medicines they used to help his lungs work was a surfactant therapy that was developed in part by research funding from the March of Dimes.
We're all drawn to compelling stories, and the stories of these children, the stories of families who've been assisted, the stories of meaningful research that are done throughout the country to improve the quality of lives of people, those are all meaningful, extraordinary stories.
The normal anxiety that a parent would have bringing home a child was really multiplied because he was still a sick little guy. He was still on oxygen, he was still receiving therapy, still receiving all of this care, but a lot of that care was coordinated through the March of Dimes. So we knew that we had a support network once we brought him home, and that made it a lot easier. A lot of the work that they do when it comes to funding research isn't really visible. That the visible parts are the walks and the walkathons and things like that, but the funding that they're able to do with research to reduce prematurity and then to increase survival rates once the little babies are born, that it's really remarkable what they've been able to accomplish.
I think what the organization does speaks for itself. I think their body of work is a very solid, it is clear what they've done, knowing the fact that I probably wouldn't be here without their help, it means a lot, it really does.
If there wasn't a March of Dimes, many of us would not have had the experience even in elementary school to learn about birth defects and problems that were confronting the larger society. Many of us would not have learned in elementary school about the importance of giving as we did with putting our dimes together to support the work of a larger charity. If not for the March of Dimes, there would be many children who would not have been born across the world.
This picture sort of brings it all home when you see the tiny arm, the tiny fingers wrapped around my finger. It really does put that into perspective.
I'm honored to accept this award, not for me, but really for Samford, because this is a place that is known for community engagement. It is known for service. Those qualities are so wired into this place that I think it would be impossible to separate them, even if you tried.
He's done great. That was almost 18 years ago, and he's doing great today. He's a high school senior, and in a lot of ways we owe his life to the March of Dimes.
If not for the work of the March of Dimes, so much of the research that has made life better for people would never have existed. The world is better because of the March of Dimes.